Hey guys, it's Inquisitor Ara. So it's been some time since I uploaded my first Total Roleplay 3 video, and with some of the changes in functionality in both the mod and the game, I've decided it was time to dive back into the mod and update my guide video with some of the changes. Total Roleplay 3 retains a lot of its old functionality, but for those of you who may not be familiar with this add-on, I will cover as much of the functionality as I can without making this video an hour long. Then I will go into some of the changes. We'll start with the basics first and then move into the more advanced aspects. Total Roleplay 3 by Ellypse Bellore is an RP assist mod that allows you to interact more closely with other role players by allowing you to customize your character. First, we're going to go back over the basics, setup, features, and etc. before we move into some of the bigger updates that came with Legion. The first thing you see on your profile is your characteristics tab. This allows you to fully customize the basics of your character's features, including your name, first and last, any titles you might have, any epithets or sobriquets you might be interested in, your race, your class, your age, actual and apparent, your home and birthplace, and any immediately apparent physical features, such as your height and your weight and your eye color. There are also tabs for things like nicknames, house names, mottos, piercings, tattoos, or you can create your own for things such as scars and brands. There is also a series of slider select attributes here that you can pick from that'll make you more of one thing or less than the other, like in this instance more lawful or more chaotic. Next is the About tab. Here is where you write your extended description. Now there are 3 basic formats in which your character's information can be displayed. You can choose one, or you can choose the one that allows you to make your own. It allows you to set your theme music, but this is limited to what Total Roleplay 3 has. You can add images and icons. This even has a super nifty search function for both images and icons. You can add links, such as artwork of your character's Tumblr, any deviant art pictures you might have, and etc. And finally, there is your Miscellaneous tab. Now this is going to be more of your immediately apparent character traits, as well as what you are doing currently in character and any out of character information you want people to have. Now you can have up to 5 first glance traits, and the more you have, the better. When someone clicks on you or your portrait, they'll get a little taskbar which will display these 5 traits. Mousing over them will pop up a window so they can read what you've written. There are also buttons they can select which will allow them to read your character description, which is the About tab, and see all of your hard work. Play your theme music. Vote on your content. This is totally anonymous, so you can downvote it if you want to. See companion creature profiles, or completely ignore you. And the last bit of functionality, and where most of the most obvious changes are the little action window, which is, as you can see at the top of my screen. Once upon a time, there used to be 5 buttons here. Now there are only 3. Your in-character, out-of-character toggle, your away, here, D&D toggle, and your spoken language toggle. There used to be a hide and show cloak button and a hide and show helmet button, but since that got integrated into the transmogrification system, that functionality was removed. Total Roleplay 3 is still, in my honest opinion, the best roleplay helper add-on out there for you. Honestly, I know it seems, and I've had a lot of people commenting that it seems a little daunting at first, because it is kind of daunting at first. But once you get the hang of it, honestly, it's just as easy as having your write-up saved up somewhere. I use Google Docs for mine, and then just copy pasting it if it ever happens to get, erased for whatever reason, or those dreaded patch updates that break all of your add-ons anyways. TRP tends to not fall into that category, but every once in a while you can run into a problem. I love TRP. I love TRP 3. I don't run without it. And it allows you to see people who have, you know, my roleplay profiles and XRP profiles now too. It lets you see who has tongues, which I will be doing a video on in the future as well. And if I'm not mistaken, it will tell you who has Griffin Heart items, but I don't use that add-on because it takes up too much space. But all that aside, once you understand how Total Roleplay 3 actually works, it's easy to set up, it's easy to maintain, and it's easy to read. And everybody that I roleplay with has it and loves it. So there's no reason for you not to at least give it a shot. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this. Have a great week. Have a great weekend. And we will see you again in Azeroth.